Hello. This video is for an explanation about a personal vision of the monorail of Praha in Czech. You will maybe find this strange, because I'm not from Czechia, I am Belgian people, okay, a Belgian guy, and my blood runs Germania blood, Sweden blood, and Normandy and España blood. So, I don't know what about really Czechia, step of Czechia, but it's a mix or commutative experience with drugs. Okay, one time when I was really more young. So I'm gonna just explain you what is my personal, okay, it's just a personal theory, not just a trip, a fun trip, but a theoretical theory of the monorail of the ancient town of Prague in Czechia. Okay, so the state of mind, it's again from the pyramidal of Bohemia logic. It's not a repeat, okay, of the same thing. Who turns around, that turns around, okay? Now it's like more with entropy, it's more not confused, but more deepness than the first time I have my vision. I imagine really the step of reality from the knowledge and the philosophy about Bohemia. So in the triangle, at the door of the church or of the temple, it's represent, like with my door here, we have the symbol, okay, the grave of that G is G, okay, and the sun radiation, but sun radiation for me isn't really the expectation of the really radiation isn't about a state of glory like the first 13, sorry, it's more complicated. It's about this. I have because I want to speak on that. I have some relativity between what is light and what is the reflection about light, behind a structure, okay? Because if you have an image, a form with a light behind, the projection, okay, go around. The light can't cross your mind because the sun is behind the structure, okay? And it's not really about the essence of photon, okay? It's about the resonance, Q, and the light about what? About, the flow, about everywhere. And why we are flying grave, just over the sun? Because it's about the spoken sentences, the words, okay? Everything must be in silence. So, if the sun is behind an object, is the resonance of the object who speaks for the sun. It's the silence, because when the object is in front of you, you can't see the sun, okay? You see only the frequencies. And it's about everything of like in cinema or a studio, or in the shape of the birds' sentences, French or in other language. We don't like light, It's an opposite circumstance about the minding of lightness. It's logic. I prefer to be in silence, in darkness, but I am light. Because chip, I don't need to be in projector on my life like the sun, because I prefer to be behind it. It's logic. With the contemporary parameters, we can think like this move, and the vampires. They don't be afraid really about the physics science, about the light. No. It's about the concept of the projection of the light, the dimension of decision. I don't want to be a part of the decision of others. It's lightness, but it's not a good lightness, It's bohemia. It's the black sun. First step is this. No, I want to speak with you because it's too late. The second step now, when you confront the psychological entropy with the others, with the really vacuum, the really whole of comprehension, in the empty places, when you are deeply aware for a new lightness, justly again the resonance. So in Praha, about Bohemia, Luciferian, you have a monorail in ancient town, and this monorail is not just for tourists, No? No, it's just when you curve space and time, this monorail passed through the pyramid, and you need to think the doors, okay, is a station, and the station, the ride, can be in or not, okay, it's a station. So it's the invitation of everything in, or the sharing of everything out. It's a station. And in this station, we have philosophical, and it's not natural anthropomorphism between human and vegetal, because in the temple we can find the tree, okay, and think about the tree, apple tree. Why a tree can be in a spaceship? No, it's no sense. But if you think like a Jude or pro people, if maybe someone, because I repeat, it's just vision, you know. Maybe some people will be agree with my observation. The tree is in the station, okay? Little tree in the station, because the thing is a station for anthropomorphism between humans and vegetal. We have the choice. We can choose what converge, what drive on the monorail. And if you can push a human being there with another structure than a tree, you know? But you can't. But the step, you know, the reason, the great reason of Moshe Aaron, it's to plug a tree in the door or over the door. And this concept is not to be agree with Zionist investigation and observation, you know. It's more abstract, but more human structure, you know, build, crafting, okay, house, mansion, church, temple, okay. We have the seed, and we can patch the seed where we want, okay, because in front of the revision of something with face and force condition, it's an elaboration of the being and particularly thinking of what is this fucking door in the grave, because a grave is for dead people, okay? And why can we patch a grave on the temple or church or something like that? Because they are, you know, cemetery is not like school, you know, and the school is not like a prison, and the prison is not like a Luna Park, you know, but everything is chained and it's just, you know, the monorail creation with anthropomorphism about everything, who decide, and the decision of the entropy on a state of time, who can prove or not its veracity. So we have now, you know, a grave, a tree, a station, monorail. Okay. And this step, all of this step, when we can, you know, have some objective relativity about Titanesque structure, have a proportion or a disproportion of what we are and what we need to think about. If I push a tree in a grave on Praha, it's because the grave is dead. Life people the live in grave is the, like in Ancient Testament, is the, you know, the boat, the burning boat. C'est je sais plus quel nombre. So I don't know the chapter, but it's explain, you know, it's like about the Rock of Judah. Same thing, you know. When we plug a system like this just here, you know, over a gate, it's not to complicate the mind about the gate, because a gate, it's a gate, and we just can pass the gate, enter or go out of the structure. But this gate, you know, is the structure too. And if this symbol is the structure of all, what is the gate? About the station. This gate, it's the system of thinking about it. So if I can find a tree in a grave, okay, with a procedural movement, like a speedway or a road, you know, something like this, I can be just under it, you know, plug it, become, and see the same thing, okay, in or out. You know, Bohemian structure is a paradox, because all of Satanists is the problem between justly the Luciferian and the Satanist. C'est que Luciferian people, like Altair in Assassin's Creed, you know, don't love Snake. He's an angel. Okay, Altair is an angel. Bohemian are eagle too. They are Taurus, Lion, Angel, and Eagle. angel or human, because angel and human is special reciprocity. But eagle and why in Luciferian temple of Bohemia we have a tree in a grave and not in the temple, because Paul in Saint Paul, you know, Luciferian theory of Saint Paul, Lucifer have the apple with a chain, okay, like a prisoner, okay, but Lucifer isn't the snake. You need to know this. No, Lucifer is the passion for human being, and he is prisoner of love about human, and the like Saturpan, okay, and me, the suffering of his personal circumstance. Personal circumstance about what? About the snake. He isn't the snake. He's the victim of the snake. And it's why he's an eagle and not a snake. She is fundamentally chained to his victimization, suffering of what the life released, okay, of what the life proceed release him. C'est pas vraiment du bon anglais. So in Bohemian we have not a Satanist principle of dolors and suffering, but with the bird, okay, la colombe, peace bird, okay, and you know the pan, okay, theaters. We have a difference between Satanism and Luciferian minding. So the tree with the monorail go in a grave, because in the grave we are a tree, and Lucifer don't like the tree, because the tree have the snake who kill him. Who kills he. Yeah. Plus ou moins. It's the entities of what is he really, of what is really in the in the being of himself. He don't promote, he don't produce anything about the snake, because the snake kills himself. The snake kills Lucifer, no? Because Lucifer is the eagle or Taurus, the lion, the angel. Hermetic procedure about what is the caducée, Pan, Saturn, and why really the grave must be at this place and not everywhere, because we need to let the structure over our minding, because it's like an oven is not beautiful, and it's not about really the entity of the devil, but it's the evil. And what is evil about the personal knowledge and evolution? Dolores can't create le malin. Dolores can't create the devil. Because the devil, Lucifer, not Satanism, okay? It hurts about his personal apple with St. Paul. And it's not because he judged what he said to humans, Adam and Eve, to do this or that. It's not this. No, he have this apple because Rome's Italian, Constant, Greek, create a special atmosphere to condition, to make a particular condition for Lucifer. And this condition is his personal suffering about the tree, not by his wanted, no, in force, okay, like a prisoner. And again and everything, everywhere and every time, he is with the precept, loudness of his personal creators. Personal creators can be everything, every time, okay? All of people can duplicate or make a fractal of his personal life about how can I have an apple chain on my food because I am a prisoner of what I know I am not, etc. On va vous en parler comme ça. Je fais 2-3 fautes, j'espère que ça vous dérangera pas.